Hi guys, this is Larilyn with House of Akoti Design. Thanks for tuning in on the channel today. Just a reminder, please like, subscribe, and share if you find this content interesting or helpful in any way. As you know, I started this YouTube channel in my retirement as a second profession, second career. So just getting this YouTube off the ground to share my story, hobby turned new career into fruition. So again, please subscribe, like, and share. I sure would appreciate it. So today, what I'm doing is going over McCall's 4391. It's a princess seam line jacket. I've chosen view A. Now, what will you need for this project? You will need 5 hooks and eyes, according to the instructions from the manufacturer, a pair of shoulder pads, of which I will probably just construct my own because I don't like them very thick. And you probably can also get away with fusible interfacing as recommended. You know, some folks use sew-in interfacing, and I have as well. It does take a little bit more time. But the pieces to begin with for jacket A, you're going to need piece number 1, which is the front. And you want to make sure that's fully interfaced. Okay? And make sure you put where your notches, all of these pattern markings that you see here, from notches, you know, to where your hooks and eyes are going to go. Everything needs to be transferred to the actual fabric. You're also going to have to interface piece 4, which is a pocket. View A does not call for the pocket, so I won't be doing that. It'll be eliminated. We're going to need piece 9, which is the sleeve facing. You're going to nicely interface that as well and transfer your markings. You're going to need piece 11, which is the back facing. And I've used my trusty disappearing ink marker to transfer those markings here. And you will also need piece 12, which is the hem facing. Okay, and it looks like you have a couple of notches there. So make sure once you're done with your interfacing, all of those marks are also transferred. There we go. Okay, so once we get past all of our pieces, and I like to pretty much lie out everything on my cutting table so it's easier to pick from. So I'll let you take a look at that. I have all the pieces lined out here. And that's my actual fashion fabric for the jacket, the lining pieces to match those pieces, as well as the pieces that are going to be interfaced. Okay, so as I move on, I will update you on my progress of sewing this jacket. So again, please like and subscribe, share, let your friends know, follow this great lady on YouTube. She's sharing some awesome information, and that helps me grow this channel to bring you awesome content and to follow my new progress in my new profession of sewing and fashion design. Have a great day, guys. Follow my progress on House of Akoti Design. I'm also on TikTok, House of Akoti Design, Instagram at House of Akoti, and Facebook, House of Akoti Design and Gifts. I'll be back. Bye. Okay, guys, I'm back again. So this is the beginning of my Princess Seam Jacket, McCall's 4391. This is piece front. That's number 1 according to the pattern. I've actually chosen a wool blend. I think it's a wool felt blend. It's not the thickest material, so I'm actually going to use a double layer of this fabric for this project. Okay, so we're going to stay stitch. So you see 2 notches on the pattern, on the fabric here. Here I have marked, and here I have marked, and we want to stay stitch in between that area. Okay, and I have this at my 5/8 of an inch seam allowance on my sewing machine. Okay guys, so the next thing in the construction process of the Princess Seam Jacket you want to take pieces 1, which is the front, to piece 2, the side front, and you want to stitch those seams together. And this is what it looks like from the back. Okay? The next step in the construction process is to take piece number 5, which is your back piece. You have 2 of these. You want to make an E-stitch from this notch to the shoulder seam notch. And remember, the E-stitch is the longest stitch on your sewing machine. Okay? Once you've done that, the instructions say to stitch the back sections together at the center back, and then you want to stay stitch the side edges of the back above the waist. So I will go ahead and stitch the back sections together as well as the stay stitching, and I'll come back to show you my progress. Okay guys, so for this next part of the McCalls jacket 4391 with the princess seams, these are the 2 back pieces. I've sewn up the center back. I've gone in and put the stay stitching on each side of from this notch all the way down to the waist area here. The next part of the directions state to sew the side back piece. This piece here looks just like the side front. Make sure you have those labeled properly so you're not sewing the incorrect pieces. This portion, which is piece number 6, will be sewn into each of the side seams here of the back portion, number 5. So I will sew that seam up and let you see what my seams look like from the wrong side, which is what your instruction sheet is indicating over here. Okay. Okay guys, this is Marilyn with House of a Coty again. This is the next part of the series of the McCalls 4391 Princess Seam Jacket. So I have taken the side back piece, number 6, you can see here, and I have that sewn to the actual back piece, number 5, here and here. Okay, so just to recap, we've sewn piece front, number 1, to side front, number 2, and that's how it looks from the back, that seam. And then I have piece 6, the side back, sewn to the actual center back. And these are both your center back pieces that I've sewn down the middle in case you missed the other video. This is a seam from the outside to let you see what that seam looks like. Make sure you've marked all of your notches because you want to make sure that's where everything lines up nicely. The next thing you want to do is to take this set of front back and side back, and you want to sew them at the shoulders to the front. So of course you're going to sew right sides together of the back set to the front set. So I will do that and we will reconvene with the rest of this beautiful princess seam jacket. Keep watching, guys. All right, guys, welcome to the next part of the series of the McCalls pattern tutorial sew along 4391. We've moved on to connecting the front portion to the back portion. So this is a back view of those seams. I apologize, before my seams were simply pinned, but you can actually see how those princess seams sew in nicely. You want to avoid taking your time to stitch that in to avoid those puckers. That's your center back seam. So the next step in the process of constructing this princess seam jacket is you want to sew the front to the back sections at the shoulder sections. I would try it on at this stage. You can adjust those ease gathers. If you remember from your piece number 5, it told you to ease stitch the top portions of the shoulders, so that you could actually adjust it to the measurements of your shoulder width in here. Sometimes if that sleeve cap, hangs off, it looks a little, sloppy, looks kind of homemade. And of course, we're going for a professional homemade couture look, okay? As close as we can get to it, right? All right, after we've sewn the shoulder seams front to the back, you want to move over to the side, and you want to also sew the front to the back at the side seams. And once we're done, we're over halfway there of constructing this beauty, because we're then going to move on to the sleeves. And everyone puts in their sleeves differently. This does call for a set-in sleeve, and we'll talk about that in the next part. Keep watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.